stand anymore because the Senate President already responded in the manner that I believe is becoming of the Senate. Senator Tulfo, madali niyo naman akong tanungin. Alam niyo naman kapatid ko si Alan, kung gusto niyo may iparating. Huwag na ho kayo magdrama ng mga pa-hostage. Hindi ho tayo ganito dito. And I certainly hope.
Palakpakan natin si Senator Pia Cayetano. Huwag ka na magdrama. Ito talaga si Rapi Tulfo. Ang hilig magdrama. Gusto maging presidente. Ay, vice president pala. Basta ako, kilala ko kung sino yung mga nagdadrama dyan sa Senado. Diba? Yung nagsasabi na, ba't ba natin pinakikialaman ang flood control project? Hayaan natin yan sa ombudsman. Kilala ko yan. Alam ko, Senator Erwin Tulfo, alam ko, Senator Rapi Tulfo, kung sino yung mga nagdadrama sa Senado. Dito sa video na to, sagutan ho nitong si Senator Rapi Tulfo at nitong si Senator Pia Cayetano ang ating pag-uusapan dito sa video na to. Pero bago ho yan, isang like at subscribe. Masaya na ho tayo yan at sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung join button nandiyan lang ho sa baba. Wala ho tayo maraming pag-uusapan. Re-recta ho kagad tayo sa mga pagpaparinig. Ay, naku. Hindi pa natin natanggal itong ating crawling text, no? 400 million, 15 days impeachment trial nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte dyan sa Senado. Ito, pagpaparinig nitong si Rapi Tulfo, si Rapi Tulfo nga, ilangan naman, di ba? Ito, regtataho tayo.
What's the pleasure of Senator Rafi Tulfo?
Mr. President,
gusto ko yan.
in the past few weeks, I have coordinated with the Office of the Majority Leader regarding the membership of the committees I hold as chairman. In fairness to the Majority Leader's office, they have extended all efforts.
Majority Leader, yung chinuchuchu na rin ngayon ng bunuan. Si Migs Subiri. Akala siguro ni Migs, normal yung mga sinamahan niya, hindi niya alam mga adik pala.
To formalize the election of the members of the Committee on Public Services and Migrant Workers. What disturbs me is that it is the inaction of the minority floor leader to confirm these memberships that holds important LEDAC bills hostage,
Ano ito? Cayetano versus Tulfo.
such as the Department of Water, crucial franchise bills, and the OFW reintegration bills. To my colleagues in the minority, maraming salamat po for your confirming your intent to join my committee. But to the minority leader, my good friend, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, it is time that we cooperate so that we may get back to legislating. If you have time to go on FB Live, maybe you have time to confirm or give the go signal to your minority members. Kasi Mr. President, pabalik-balik na po yung staff ko sa office ni Senator Peter Alan Cayetano para kumuha raw ng go signal nang sa gayon yung kanyang mga members ay ma-elect na sa committee ko. And all of them were saying we're more than happy and willing to sign, pero ayaw ni Senator Cayetano, Alan Cayetano. I don't know anong dahilan niya, bakit niya hino-hostage yung pagiging members ng kanyang mga kasamahan sa committee ko. Hino-hostage niya po yung mga LEDAC bills sa kanyang pagtanggi na bigyan ng go signal ang kanyang mga kasamahan sa minority.
Yan ang problema. Yan ang problema. Ganyan ang ginawa nyo. Diba? Ganyan ang ginawa nyo. Anong majority leader ay noong Senate President itong si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Hindi ko sinasabi na totoo ang sinasabi na yan itong si Rapi Tulfo, 'di ba? Ang atin dito, yan ang problema sa inyo para kayong mga bata. Nung ginagawa nyo kay Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, kesyo hindi kayo papasok, kesyo mag-walk out kayo, di ba? Walang natrabaho nung naging siya Senate President. Ngayon, hindi ko natin alam kung ano dahilan. Pero isa lang ho sigurado natin dito, propaganda. Mahilig hong mamropaganda yung mga Tulfo na yan. Huwag ho kayo magpaloko. Pero pagka usapang kapitbahay na nag-aaway, pwede ho natin paniwalaan yung mama na yan. Pero pagka usapan dyan sa Senado, naku, pero medyo diskumpiyado ho tayo dyan kay si Rapi Tulfo.
Para pumirma.
Yan.
Mr. President, sana makarating to kay Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Kanina sana kausapin ko po siya, kaso wala po siya dito ngayon. Therefore, I have no choice
Oh.
para dalhin to sa floor. Maraming salamat, Mr. President.
Senator Rafi, thank you for that reminder. In fact, we have 32 committees that have yet to be fully convened. Kulang pa ho tayo ng mga members. And we would like to request later on, me and the majority leader would coordinate and talk to our minority leader to provide us with the list of members to fully complete the 32 committees. We recognize Senator Pia Cayetano.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Actually, I don't really have to stand anymore because the Senate President already responded in the manner that I believe is becoming of the Senate. Senator Tulfo, madali niyo naman akong tanungin. Alam niyo naman kapatid ko si Alan, kung gusto niyo may parating. Huwag na ho kayo magdrama ng mga pa-hostage. Hindi ho tayo ganito dito. And I certainly hope.
Palakpakan natin si Senator Pia Cayetano. Huwag ka na magdrama. Ito talaga si Rapi Tulfo. Ang hilig magdrama. Gusto maging presidente. Ay, vice president pala.
That you don't set a precedent kasi I don't know the Senate President to be that way. I don't know the majority floor leader to be that way. He happens to be seated beside the former Senate President. The minority floor leader doesn't happen to be here. I can talk to him. Pag in-ignore niya kayo and the next day wala pa rin, then sige, sabihin niyo yung gusto niyo. Pero huwag naman sanang ganun. Wala ko akong naalalang ganun magsalita dito sa Senate for the 19 years that I've been a senator. Yun lang naman po. Thank you, Mr. Senate President.
What's the pleasure of Senator Rafi Tulfo?
Sandali, Mr. President. Ubusin ko muna yung tawa ko. Never
Busin mo na. Hindi pa ba naubos? Kung hindi mo naubos, magrobas ka.
po ako nagdrama dito.
Oh, drama. Madalas kayo magdrama magkapatid. Di ba? Kasi noon daw, nung lumabas yung issue na nahatiran ng pera, nahatiran daw di umano ng maleta itong si Erwin Tulfo. Kinausap ko kapatid ko, sabi niya, sikat tayo. Kasi maraming may alam ng address ko. Di ba? Pinagtanggol niya. Kaya sigurado sa susunod na administration, may problema ka din si Rapi Tulfo.
Simula nung ako'y maging senador, never ever po ako
Di naman kita nakita ang tumawa. Akala ko uubusin mo tawo mo. Ito talaga si Rapi
sinungaling
Tulfo.
nagdrama rito. Halugugin niyo po yung mga post sa social media. Never niyo
Nagdrama. Sa programa mo, lagi ka nagdadrama. Di ba, Misha, may paiyak-iyak ka pa?
ako nakita nagdrama
Oo.
o ginamit to para mag-grandstanding.
Yan.
Alam niyo po yan. Alam na lahat ng tao rito. Sino ang nagdadrama?
Ang dalas mo nagdrama pagka nagpe-privilege speech ka, talagang bigay na bigay ka pero hindi naman totoo ang mga pinagagawa mo. Ang ingay-ingay mo dyan sa committee na yan, sa flood control, hindi ka nga makapalag. Diba? Okay lang sana kung ang tag dito, hostage, kesyo ganito, kesyo ganyan. Kung yung pagdating sa flood control, talagang masigasig ka, maniniwala ako kaso hindi nga. Hindi ho yun ang nakikita namin sa inyo. Committee ba? Kaya mag-grandstanding ka. Gusto mo mag-conduct ng hearing. O para saan? Para bumango pangalan mo sa 2028. Pambira naman.
Tumingin muna kayo sa salamin bago kayo magsalita. Salamat po.
Ano salamin na naman titingin? Pambira naman.
Pareho naman pong majority and minority gusto ng mag-focus sa trabaho.
Yeah.
At kanina ho, natapos na ho natin yung anti-hospital detention na napakaganda po yung debate at pag-amenda. At naniniwala po ako na mabubuon rin natin itong mga committees natin sa pamamagitan ng coordination between
Dito tayo. Tawid mo tayo dito.
we recognize
Ito na ho yung ito yung ika nga, sinegwayan lang natin yun, hindi natin napasadahan yung sagutan nila nila. Ito na ho, yung Senate Session number 8, August 12, 2026.
is the lady
Thank you.
from Taguig Empatero, Senator Pia
Actually,
Cayetano.
Mr. President, you basically said what I wanted to say. But I wanted to sisegundahan ko yung sinabi ninyong dalawa kasi kanina lumapit talaga ako kay Senator Migs when I saw the news article na sabi ko, bakit malisyoso ang dating nito? Nasa kanya na yun to clarify anything, but
Si Migs, yung chinuchuchu ni Bunuan ngayon, Good luck, Nids.
By the mere fact that may mga projects that the senators are being asked to support in the budget is our job. So, like I said, sinabi mo yon na nandyan yung mga governors, nandyan yung mga from barangay captain, kung sana may CCTV tayo para pakita niyo yung dala ng mga, ano tawag doon, sabihin ko, module, folder ng mga
Folders.
from barangay captain to mayors, governors, may dala ho yan kasi nagre-request po ng project. Then pag malaki, ang gagawin pa nga nila, iisa-isahin nila, sabihin nila na, Senator, ganito, phase 1 po kasi sa inyo, nahingi na ho namin kay ganito yung phase 2. Why do they do that? Because it is our job. It is in the Constitution. So, alam nila ngayon. Ngayon, none of us, I can speak. I guess I cannot speak for everyone now, but I'll speak for myself. We don't tolerate corruption here, but I also don't tolerate that there are insinuations that we are doing wrong when we make amendments that are called insertion. Tatawagin ng insertion, tapos may mali siya na. Whether that is the news outlets, people out there from within the Senate, I object to that. That is not fair because it is our job. Ngayon, kung meron kang ginawang malisyoso, di yun, take it up in the proper forum. Pero to just say na si Senator JV, gamitin ko Senator JV kasi okay lang sa kanya to, nag-insert ng ganito karami dun sa, sa PhilHealth. Oh, ginagawa namin yan. Because it's our job. Ilang beses ako tumayo dito na, alam niyo yun, kasi kayo po ang chairman, na nilaban ko na ibalik, i-insert. Yes, that is the word insertion. Ibalik, i-insert yung pondo ng PhilHealth na hindi binibigay. So if I call it an amendment, it's okay. But if I call it an insertion, malisyoso yon.
Si Ping, mahilig sa ganyan si Ping. Kapag kasama niya sa majority, amendment. Pero pagka nasa minority, insertion. Yun eh.
Bawal yon. So that's what I'm saying. It is our job. So I thank the majority floor leader for standing up and sabi nga niya, ako na tumayo dito. Well, tumatayo din ako with you. Tumatayo din ako with you. And I never went to you for a project kasi nga tama. Alam ko na si finance chairman, that was Sani Angara at that time, then Senate President last year, and now JV, nasasabi mong, may rumba tayo para sa more classrooms, may space ba na paghahanapan? Remember in our debate yesterday on no detention, di ba? I put on record na nagdagdag ako ng budget for zero balance billing. And then the Senate President properly reminded me na hindi lang para dun sa mga regional hospitals and LGUs, pati sa specialty hospitals. You reminded me. And then I even said nga na yung pilot project na I proudly, ako nag-initiate, ako talaga nag-insert nun. 1 billion for pilot project ng LGU Zero Balance kasi naaawa ako sa mga mayor na pinupuntahan sila ng mga pasyente na in-announce po Zero Balance. Ay, hindi kasi kami kakasama doon. So, maliit lang yung 1 billion, sobrang konti, but I put on record, it's a start. I could have asked you, because kayo, Mr. Senate President, ang chairman noon, sige na, lagyan mo to ng 10 billion because 10 is probably kulang sa dami ng LGU hospitals natin. But alam ko may hangganan, so sabi ko, start ako 1 billion. Kaya sa next chairman natin ng Committee on Finance, abangan mo, kasi pag nagamit ng maganda yung LGU zero balance budget na yon, baka doblehin ko, triplehin ko. At I'm sure papayag ka kasi full support din tayo sa bagong PhilHealth chairperson president, di ba? So ganun yun, that is the process. So thank you, Majority Floor Leader, for bringing this up. Sana nakadagdag lang tayo sa pagkakaintindi ng mga kababayan natin on what our jobs are. And again, no tolerance naman po tayo sa mga kasamaan at mga corruption naman dyan. We're just doing our job. Thank you.
Thank you,
Palakpakan natin itong si Senator Pia Cayetano. Pia Cayetano. Diba? Next election, madam. Pata mo si PH. Eto, traitor muna tayo.
Yes, Mr. President,
Joel
thank
Villanueva.
you. I cannot help
Ito,
but
traitor Joel.
associate myself to the statements made by our distinguished majority leader, our former Senate President, our Senate President himself, and Senator Pia, Senator Tulfo,
Ito. Papanoorin mo muna pala natin yung pag-iyak nitong si Mig Subiri dyan sa plenaryo. Tapos punta ko tayo kay Traitor Joel Villanueva.
knows overseas. Welcome to the Philippine Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'd like to move that we dispense with the reading of the journal of the 7th session, Tuesday, August 11, 2026, and consider the same as approved. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, if I may,
Sorry. Majority Leader,
yes.
let me just make a correction. We have 19 senators present.
okay, 19.
Just to
Thank you,
place
Mr.
it on record.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, also for the record, may I just be allowed to give a short manifestation?
Yan.
Yes, the Majority Leader is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, I was told today that during the testimony of Secretary Bonoan, that my name was dragged as the Senate President at the time when it came to allocables given to public politicians and legislators. For the record, Mr. President, and you know this, and many of our colleagues know this, all the senators know this, I never handled project lists. All requests were coursed through the Senate Finance Committee. For the record, as Senate President, I never requested, held, or handled any list of project requests from senators.
Lagot ka. Adik kasi mga sinamahan mo eh. Yari ka dyan. Makukulong ka rin ata. Nako, Migs. Yan ang problema. Nagmano ka na ba kay Boying? O, kung di ka pa nagmano kay Boying, punta ka ng ombudsman. Magmano ka doon, magpaliwanag ka doon. Hindi ko alam kung anong plano ni Boying sa 2020.
Because the media is asking me this, and I want to put this on record. I refuse to handle any such list. Wala po dumaan na proposed budget amendments sa ating tanggapan. Alam na mga senador yan. Because whenever the senators would approach me and say, meron kaming mga request, I always tell them, pass it to the finance chair in the finance committee. Always. Lahat ng request ay coursed to the Senate Committee on Finance na siyang tagapangasiwa ng budget process sa Senado. As a matter of fact, we did the same in the last budget, in this 2026 budget, Mr. President. We did it one step further. We adopted it on the floor.
Magsama-sama na kasi kayo, i-impeach nyo si Boying Remulla kasi hindi kayo titigilan yan. Habang nasa ombudsman yan, hindi titigil. Lahat kayo dyan, Joel Villanueva, magsama-sama na kayo, mag-join force kayo, impeach nyo si Boying Remulla.
With all the documentary requirements needed from RDC to barangay hall request, barangay submission of barangay documents and agency requests, dito natin ginawa for full transparency. So I'm doing this for full transparency, Mr. President. With that said, I see nothing wrong with making institutional amendments to support roads, bridges, airports, seaports. Yung airport namin sa Bukidnon, 10 years in the making, I'm unapologetic. I really worked hard for institutional amendments to be able to give Central Mindanao an airport, Mr. President. Everybody who's traveled to Bukidnon always complain to me, bakit 4-5 oras yung biyahe namin papunta ng Southern Bukidnon, papunta ng North Cotabato. With an airport now in Bukidnon, the travel time will be less than 30 minutes for these areas, Mr. President. As long as these requirements are requested and approved by implementing agencies, Mr. President, properly carried out and free from any interference driven by personal interest or corruption. Napakalaga po yan, Mr. President. Almost all legislators.
Wala, Migs. Ikaw na pagtitripan ngayon ng adik. Ganyan lang kasimple yan. Yung mga sinamahan mo, mga adik. Kaya ang problema dito, kahit anong paliwanag mo dyan, pagka napagtripan ka, pambihira. Lamang sa malamang, kalaboso ka din.
And I want to put this out. Almost all legislators, except maybe for Senator Ping Lacson and a few, from senators to members of the House of Representatives, introduce amendments to the budget. Everyone. Maybe all of us, whether it is education, whether it's military, PNP, Coast Guard, we introduce amendments, Mr. President. Or else, what are we here for? Aside from passing legislation, the budget passes us. Might as well just let the DBM just approve the budget, and then we'll just be a rubber stamp and no longer be able to help the advocacies that we are pushing for in the different agencies, whether it's culture, arts, education, PNP, public order and security, etc. So, Mr. President, even my idol, whose integrity is beyond reproach, the former Senate President Franklin Drilon, he used institutional amendments to make Iloilo.
Insertion yun, insertion. Hindi Pag kay Franklin Drilon, insertion. Institutional amendment. Yun ang pagkakalaban sa politika, yung institutional amendment, insertion. Pagkakakampi, institutional amendment.
The international mega city that it is today, without corruption, without any, I'd say, misappropriations. But look at Iloilo City. He's my idol on how he was able to develop his own area through institutional amendments, Mr. President. And it is our responsibility to bring much needed development to communities that we have long left behind. Every time binabanatan po tayo. As a matter of fact, before Senator Raffy Tulfo became a senator, I remember in his program, he was still isumbong mo kay Tulfo. This was in 2018.
Isumbo mo kay si Rapi Tulfo. Mag-uupo si Rapi Tulfo.
Meron siyang complaint sa Valencia City, Bukidnon. May tulay daw doon, nasira, kawayan, at maraming nalulunod. Napanood ko po yun kasi nalabas sa social media yun. I did an institutional amendment here. We built the bridge. He can confirm that. Kasi I told him, we built the bridge. We finished the bridge. There's no more complaints. That's not even my district. That is the...
Tatango-tango si Erwin. Tropa tayo, tropa. Basta tropa tayo. Bukas papakulong.
Another district, Mr. President, but because of institutional amendments, we finished the bridge. We asked their team to verify it. So, I mean, we get bing-bang left and right from social media when there's a road to the barangays that's like a chocolate hill so full of muddy and you cannot walk through it. And they say, saan yung congressman? Saan yung senador nyo dyan? Tapos pag naglagay naman po tayo ng institutional amendment, babanatan tayo ng babanatan na corruption. Di dapat pwede yun. As long as it is devoid of influence, Mr. President, by the legislator on the choosing, on contractor, on the kalokohans that happened there, as long as it is no corruption, it is transparent and requested by the agency, I don't see anything wrong, Mr. President. So again, I reiterate that there is nothing wrong with the institutional amendments for as long as projects are properly implemented, that they are neither ghost projects nor substandard. Yan ang importante. Hindi po siya dapat ghost projects or substandard, Mr. President. And they are devoid of any influence from the proponent legislators that could lead to corruption. That is the statement I made to the media. I also reviewed the documents. I actually showed it to Senator Tito Soto on the testimony earlier of Secretary Manny Bonoan. It was a very simple testimony. He just talked about the process. That, there's a budget in the GAA that the senators can request for amendments for their pet projects, whatever. He didn't even single me out as I'm the only one receiving the funds. It's very misleading. I think the word nowadays from our impeachment trial is the word misleading. So it is very misleading what some media outlets are doing by saying that I had control of 25 billion worth of budget. Mr. President, that is a lie. That is not true. As a matter of fact, all the members of the Congress, 19th Congress, know that whenever they approach me for projects, I say, wala akong pakialam dyan. Punta kayo sa Senate Finance and you apply there your amendments to the projects. Ever since my time in the Senate and in Congress, I've had no issues on public funds because I do not want to have anything to do with that, Mr. President, especially with the issues on corruption on public funds. I just want to put that on record very early on, Mr. President, so that at least for the benefit of the public, they know that, number one, we have nothing to do about that. I have no ghost projects. We have no substandard projects, at least in Bukidnon. And Mr. President, it is fully transparent. I am fully transparent on these projects. As a matter of fact, it's so transparent that last year, Mr. President, for the budget hearing, I brought in maybe a table full of documents and more documents in the back. Kompleto po. RDC requirement, RDC approval, municipal approval, barangay approval, agency approval with the program of works. para sure na walang ghost, sure na walang substandard na project at sure na gagawin may accountability dun sa lugar na yan. I've been very careful of that, Mr. President. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those senators na if there's a mayor that asked me and we were able to put the institutional amendments, you can ask the mayors and I have a copy of the letter. I always put there that if there is anyone who transacts with you and asks for any SOP, please tell my office or the NBI and have him imprisoned. Nasa sulat mo namin yan sa mga LGUs who ask us for projects that we assist in institutional amendments, Mr. President. So with that said, I just want to put and allay any fears of people listening in. And my dear colleagues, what's important for me is, my dear colleagues, that wala po tayong hanky-panky na ginawa noon. I guess it's the pitfalls of leadership, Mr. President. You are now the Senate President. I'm sure many are approaching you and asking you for budget as well for next year. Not only congressmen or senators, pati mayors. Right now, we have a steady flow of mayors. I just had a steady flow of mayors in my office. They all gave me envelopes, a request for their folders, for their daycare centers, health centers, for their roads, for their classrooms. Di ba po, anong gagawin po namin? Anong gagawin po natin, Mr. President?
Punta ka ng ombudsman, doon ka magpaliwanag.
So,
Ito, mas maniniwala ako kung merong insertion to. Hindi, mantakan nyo naman ho, mga kababayan. Senator Robin Padilla, Senator Christopher Bongo, di ba? Wala ho silang pondo. Wala silang budget. Pero dahil nga sinto-sinto yung nasa ano.
we just want to put that on record. I think I spoke
Pambira
up with
kayo
what
dyan.
maybe most of my colleagues have in their minds. I think ako na lang, nagsalita na lang ako for my colleagues.
Yan.
So, maraming salamat, Mr. President.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Punta na ho tayo kay Traitor Joel Villanueva.
Thank you,
Yun.
Senator J. Vercito. We recognize Senator Joel Villanueva and then Senator Bongo.
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. I cannot help but associate my
Sa tingin ko, titigil na nito si Boy ngayon. Ang hilig kasi na. Ang hilig sa chismis. Gusto niya lagi siyang headline.
myself to the statements made by our distinguished majority leader, our former Senate President, our Senate President himself, and Senator Pia, Senator Tulfo, Senator JV. Malicious is parang kulang po yung salitang malisyoso, Mr. President. A couple of days ago, si Senator Robin Hood at si Senator Bongo naman yung face of the day. Ngayon si Senator Migs. When we are just doing our job, I would like to put on record, Mr. President, that this representation worked very hard para dun sa budget noon sa Cancer Treatment Center dun sa Philippine General Hospital. Ilang bilyon po yun na pinagtulong-tulungan po nating mga senador. Yung pong pagtayo ng e-library sa Bulacan State University, pinagtulong-tulungan po natin yun. Tinulungan nyo rin po ako nun dito sa Senado. Kanina po kasama namin dito si President Jamison Tan ng BASI dito po sa San Rafael, Bulacan. Ikatlong building na yung itinatayo po dun sa Agricultural Center na yun. Last time, si Senator Kiko and I worked for the Bustos Dam. And unfortunately, kulang yung, wala na kaming makuhang pondo, kulang yung nagawa po namin. But we are working still to find more funds para i-finance ito. And that's the main reason why flooding is still a big problem in our beloved province. Tomorrow, I'll be visiting 11 towns, Mr. President. Lubog pa rin ho sa baha. And unfortunately, even, I'd be consistent with my advocacies in this same podium, Mr. President. Over and over again, since 2022, I've been talking about flood control. Nagpagawa po tayo ng feasibility study para po dun sa Bulacan. It took them 2 years, Mr. President. After 2 years,
gusto pa rin magpagawa ng panibagong feasibility study. Palakpakan natin. Pambihira.
ask me if they were able to finish it. Yes, but are they implementing it? Hindi po. And, this is the main reason, Mr. President, that it pains me a lot as a legislator, as a member of this august chamber, na pag ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo, may isang malisyoso dyan na
Si Boying.
Babat-
Pangalanan mo kasi si Boying, sabihin mo.
tuhin ka ng putik. Pero pag hindi ho nag-stick yung putik, hindi na sasabihin na tama naman pala yung ginawa mo, Mr. President. So, I'd like to associate myself again with our colleagues here. And I can assure you, Mr. President, when Senator Zubiri was our Senate President, lahat po tayo, Mr. President, kinakausap niya kung paano natin isakatuparan yung ating mga advocacies sa iba't ibang ahensya ng ating pamahalaan. Hindi lang po sa DPWH but in every single agency na dumadaan po dito sa ating institution. So I just want to put that on record, Mr. President, and I still would like to congratulate our colleagues for doing their job and making this country a better nation than before. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Joel. We recognize
Next.
Senator Bongo.
Ito si Sen Bongo.
Mr. President, I just want to manifest in relation to the testimony of Mr. Bonoan earlier in the Sandigan Bayan. Mahirap po mag-react sa isang issue na hindi natin alam anong pinagbabasihan at ano ang motibo. Marahil mas mabuting ibalik ang tanong sa nagbanggit nito. Base sa sinabi ni Mr. Bonoan, parte ito ng kanyang testimony sa Sandigan Bayan kung saan may hinaharap siyang kaso. Siya ang akusado, it would be best that he focuses his defense on proving his innocence rather than dragging our work as legislators into their mess. Dinamay pa nga kami ni Senator Robin. Una sa lahat, kung may ipinasang listahan ng isang undersecretary niya sa kanya ng mga proyektong galing daw sa opisina ng isang senador, anong listahan ba ang tinutukoy niya? Dahil sigurado po ako na wala naman tayong ipinasang listahan kay Yusek Bernardo. Gayunpaman, kaysa lagyan agad ng malisya, natural naman na magkaroon ng koordinasyon at komunikasyon ang legislatura at ehekutibo, lalo na sa pagdating ng pagbantay ng tamang implementasyon ng mga proyekto. Halimbawa, simula nang naging senador ako, madalas ko pong kinakalampag ang mga departamento kapag may hinaing, request o report na nakakarating sa aking opisina, lalo na sa malalayong lugar na hindi pa tapos yung proyekto, kailangan ng mga completion, mas bibigyan sana natin ng prioridad ito to make it operational at magamit po ng ating mga kababayan. Kasama na dyan ang mga nagpa-follow up ng mga proyektong pang local development na hindi na-actionan at na-implementa ng maayos. Parte naman dyan parte ng mandato ng senador bilang representanteng pang-nasyonal, yan naman po ang ating trabaho, na tugunan kaagad ito at maparating sa tamang ahensya. At hanggang ngayon, marami pa rin pumipila sa aming opisina hanggang ngayon na humingi ng tulong, hindi pa nila nagagamit ito, kailangan tapusin, kailangan mapondohan. Sir, unahin nyo naman yung lugar namin, fourth class municipalities kami, tulungan nyo kami. Hanggang ngayon po, lalong-lalo na po ako, ang hirap po ng buhay ko dahil naging parte po ako ng previous administration, kailangan ko ng soft landing na mapaintindi sa kanila na hindi ko na po matutulungan gaya ng ginagawa natin ng mga nakaraang taon, nung 6 years po na sa previous administration ni Pangulong Duterte. Parte rin po ng trabaho natin na bantayan ang implementasyon ng mga batas na ating pinasa rito. Oversight function natin yon. Kasama na dyan ang national budget bawat taon, naglalaman rin po ng mga proyektong nasa ilalim ng DPWH. May mga tinatawag na continuing projects na kailangang mapondohan. Mayroon rin mga proyektong nasa GAA kung nung nakaraang taon na hanggang ngayon, yun nga po ang isa sa mga problema, no? Kami pa yung nadamay dito na sa totoo lamang po, kami yung less privileged dito. At alam naman po ng mga kasamahan natin yan for the past 3 years na ako mismo, yung mga proyekto nga po na nabilong po dun sa FLR, yung for later release, at hindi nare-release yung pondo at hindi na uumpisahan. Ibig sabihin yan, ako po yung kami, yung mga less privileged dito sa Senado, as early as 2023, yung mga proyekto ko po ay, yung mga amendments natin hindi pa nare-release dahil identified po ako sa nakaraang administrasyon. At ganoon naman talaga ang buhay. Sa anumang unang-una po, sa anumang listahan na yan, pakiklaro lang po na napakaraming listahan talaga ng proyekto na dapat aksyonan ng DPWH sa ngayon. Pero hindi ito nangangahulugan na konektado po ito sa flood control o korupsyon. So bago lagyan ng kulay ang pagbanggit ng pangalan ko ni Senator Robin sa kanyang testimonya, bigyan sana ng tamang konteksto dahil mula noon hanggang ngayon, wala naman tayong ibang pakay kundi magtrabaho at magserbisyo lang po sa ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na po yung mga nangangailangan. At yung mga lugar na nangangailangan, yun talagang gusto nating unang matulungan. Ang aking pagrepresenta at pagbigay boses sa taong bayan ay mandato ko po. Hindi yan pangingialam o pag-iimpluwensya sa maling paraan sa trabaho ng iba, lalo na po sa ekotribo. Ulitin ko lang po, kami yung mga less privileged dito for the past 3 years. In fact, yung mga 2025, 2024 to 2026, hanggang ngayon po hindi na re-release yung mga proyekto. Kahit na yung iba po ay pinaghirapan natin nung hinimay natin, Mr. President, during amendments. Open naman po yan dito, yung mga amendments natin nung nakaraang budget deliberation ay dumaan po yan sa inyo, pinag-aralan natin, pinagsusian ng mabuti. At hanggang ngayon po yung iba ay hindi pa po na re-release at hindi pa napapakinabangan ng ating mga kababayan. Gayunpaman, hindi ito naging hadlang para ipaglaban kung ano ang tama at nararapat para sa taong bayan. Patuloy akong maninindigan laban sa anumang klase ng korupsyon at tulad ninyo, hangad ko rin na magkaroon ng hustisya dito sa flood control scandal. Panagutin ang dapat managot na walang halong kulay o politika. Dapat lumabas at manaig ang katotohanan. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Maraming salamat, Senator Bongo.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Majority
Gusto ko
Leader.
lang banggitin na it was the legacy also of then Senate President Tito Soto. And myself, as he was the Senate President and I was the Majority Floor Leader, you were the Finance Chair.
Yes.
That was our legacy in the last year, Mr. President. And hopefully we can continue that legacy of transparency this year and the years to come, Mr. President.
Tama ho.
So-
At ang hindi lang ho maganda is yung nasabi niyo kanina na merong kausap na kontraktor.
Yes.
Yan ang magiging problema.
Opo. Basta no influence. Walang influence.
Yan ang magiging problema talaga.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we just have to move forward.
Yan na, move forward na ho sila, move forward na. Dito na ho natatapusin ng ating reaction video. Maraming salamat sa pag-support sa Page Update. Mag-ingat ho kayo lahat ng Latin Pilipinas.